It's not Thursday, but cheers.
Oh my gosh, it's Tuesday.
It has been a
Can you
busy
tell
week
I've
for
been
you.
scrambled? Happy Tuesday. Oh my gosh, I have so much in my brain. We've missed a couple of weeks. So I'm off. So off. We've had so
Oh, yeah.
much going on and I've missed us doing our little podcast. I love it.
I
Everything real
know.
estate and mortgage and finance and everything in between, Michigan, Florida, we do it all. So, all right. So for tonight, this is going to be
Yes.
kind of fun. It's going to be a little different. Um, I decided that, so I found this really quick backstory, and then it's going to be an interactive night. So if you're joining us, I'm going to need your help in a minute. We're going to see if you can beat Cece in some of these questions. We're going to see who wins. We're going to see if you can stump the mortgage person, which really these questions anyone can answer. They're not mortgage questions at all, but it'll be fun. It'll be a little bit fun. So I found an app, and long story short, it legitimately allows me to see the whole country by state or even by zip code, things like population, median income, cap rate for investors who are interested in finding out what the cap rate is for a certain area for them, which is like, the return on investment with the income producing property, throughout the year. And year over year. So the really cool thing is the year over year median home pricing.
Oh.
So it looks at, I know, right? It looks at 2023 and 2024, and the data that we have goes through October, so it hasn't updated through November yet. So this is
Mm-mm.
through October. So I'm in love with this thing, and I love it
Shoot.
because
I know our area
yeah,
of the median um average income.
yeah, yep,
Great.
yeah,
Great. Don't
yeah.
ask me about up north. Don't Oh my
No,
gosh, are
it's
you
going
gonna
to be
ask
the
me about
whole.
other states?
It's going to be the whole state. But you're
Oh
gonna guess. I'm
no.
gonna have questions. So here's some examples. I'm
Okay.
just gonna warm everybody up. So let me get a sip of my tea, like my Detroit tea.
Wait.
I love it. Welcome to
What
ASMR,
is
real
what
estate
is mine? I
version.
don't think mine has anything.
It's just my Detroit. All right, chicken face. I'm gonna need your help in a minute. Just give me a second. I'm gonna explain this, and then I'm gonna need your help because I'm going to ask some questions, and we're gonna see who gets them right. So this app is all about real estate across the country. So for example, home value growth year over year. So in the area where CC and I are at, there's a few zip codes, and I looked at our specific area. I looked at other areas around us. But the interesting thing is Michigan. Hey Wade, um, do dead dog ASMR. I don't know how to do that piano. Maybe you can tell me later and I'll learn. But I do like the ASMR stuff. So Michigan has 4.3% increase year over year home value. The whole state. Like my zip code that I live in has 3.8. The other zip code in my city is 4.4. Um, but the whole state of Michigan as a whole, when they average it out, we have an increase in 4.3%. So our sales are up from last year, 4.3%, the median price of a home, which is amazing. Not one single area in Michigan had a decline, like a negative year over year.
No, it hasn't.
Nobody. And Detroit, get this. We all knew, we all knew in Detroit, like I posted this before this year. I posted it that because I saw it online, Detroit was going to be one of the top markets to watch in
Mhm.
2024 with the most growth. Do you know? Hey, I'm glad from India. This is amazing. Good morning. Stay on. You're going to have fun with us. We're going to be interactive in just a minute, and I'm going to need everybody to play this game. So just give me a second. Thank you for subscribing. Everybody else, follow his lead, subscribe, tap the bell for notifications because we're doing so many fun things. Okay. So Detroit it was between 2.5 and 19.3% growth. 19. And it doesn't surprise me because Detroit's blowing up right now. It's like off the chart amazing.
Well,
Okay.
the condos that they're building. So, yes.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
So here's the game. I'm going to ask you guys some questions, and whoever's on, and you want to win money, me too. What I need you to do is just put it in the chat. Just text what you think. I'm going to ask these questions based on this app. Okay. So we already know that Michigan had a 4.3% growth overall. I already told you that. Florida, I'm going to come back to Florida, but I am going to give you like a little sneak peek and then I'm going to come back. What got me into this, because we're also, both of us are licensed in Florida. The YouTube video caught my attention. It said, are these 10 cities in Florida going to crash? I was like, what are you talking about? And so that's what pulled me in, because there's 10 cities, which I'm going to get back to after we play our little game and talk to you more about what's going on in Florida, because I think it's important for us to know. Okay. So here we go. I'm not going to be mean and ask you which city in Michigan. You know what? I will. You don't have to get this
Okay.
right. This is a mean question, and anyone who's not from Michigan, it's probably going to be hard for you. But
Okay. Okay.
give me the name of a city in Michigan that you think had the lowest year over year growth. Like I said, the whole state had 4.3. Detroit had up to
Mm.
19.3%. So it's not definitely not Detroit. So I'm telling you, it's not Detroit. Give me a city. It's not
City
in
or
Southeast
county?
City. It's not in Southeast. It's not in Southeast Michigan either. A city that had the least year over year growth in the median price point of home, that median price of homes.
Okay, St. Helen.
That's a great guess. It's not right, but it's a great guess. Anybody
Oh,
else have a
okay. Cool.
guess? Wade, where do you live? Well, I don't know enough if you want to tell everybody. So you should have just said the place I live, unless you want to tell us where you live. How about this? I'll give you guys another hint. The first letter, Grand Rapids is a great guess. It's not Grand Rapids, but that's a great guess. It starts with, yes, it's in the state of Michigan. I need a city in the Michigan, not in the UP. It's not in the UP, I don't think.
Okay.
It starts with the same first letter as the first letter of my name. And if y'all don't know my name, we got problems.
Howell.
Good guess,
No,
but
that's a
no.
growth area. Holland.
Good guess, but no.
Holly.
You know, wouldn't it be
Yeah,
funny if it was my name?
there's a
It
city in
wasn't.
Holly. Oh,
All right,
okay, so
I'm gonna
not
put you guys out
Holland.
of your misery. No one's gonna get this.
No,
It's
no,
called,
no, no. Let me try. Hold on.
because
Wait.
I wanna go on to the next one. One more time.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Oh yeah,
Wade,
hell.
good guess. Hell, there is Hell, Michigan, but it's not Hell.
Is.
It's the city of Hadley. Hadley. You got a blank
No.
look like, where the hell
No,
is
I don't even know that city.
I know. Okay. Here's my next question for you guys. Out of all 50 states, who had negative growth, meaning who had the worst? Like who had the biggest negative growth? Because this state did not have a positive year over year. They had a negative. Out of all 50 states, which state was it? I'd be surprised if anybody gets this too.
Arkansas?
It's not Arkansas, but good guess. Anybody else want to throw out a 50 state? Any 50 state? Not Michigan. It's not going to be
Hmm.
Michigan because they had negative year over year. Just give me a state. Chicken Face says Houston, so no. Give me a state. Chicken Houston in Texas. Oh no, it's not. Good guess, Wade. It's not Rhode Island. It's not Texas. Anybody else want to guess? Okay, I'm going to tell you. How about you take another guess? See, I'll give you another one. It is
Okay.
a southern. It is a southern state.
Oh, Louisiana.
Yes, it's
Those were
Louisiana.
my two guesses. Those were my original two guesses.
So Louisiana had negative 1.8% decline in their median pricing. So it's interesting to
Wow.
me, and I don't know a lot about Louisiana. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know a lot about Louisiana. I know I didn't love my trip to Nolans. I didn't enjoy that area. And I don't know if it has to do with like Katrina in the past, the fact that they're kind of in that
Uh,
area where they do get a lot of like weather factor. I don't
that's
know.
interesting, though.
It's interesting. So they're on a bit of a decline for the median house price. Okay. So
Okay.
flipping it around, get your brain ready. Opposite. Which state had the highest increase in the year over year median home sale for the entire state? Which of the 50 states?
Cali?
Yeah. I'm surprised though. I was surprised by that.
So many
because
people are leaving California.
well,
It doesn't
so
surprise me because
so tell me
now
what you
they're
think about LA. So let's do this.
okay.
California had a 3.6%. That was a 3.6. Oh wait, no, that wasn't 3.6. Oh, sorry, I didn't write it down. But no, they did have the highest. I didn't write it down. I just wrote how many listings. But here's what's interesting. We keep hearing about all these people leaving California, right? But they still
Yes.
had the highest year over year median. Guess
Well,
what
they're
LA had? Guess what LA's was? Just the area of LA.
I have no clue, but
Do
let's
you think it
say
was positive or
like
negative?
the increase?
Was it positive or was it negative?
Oh, I would think LA would be positive. No. Okay, let's go negative.
It is negative. So what's
Okay.
crazy is when we hear about California, we hear about all those people leaving California. Um, they're definitely leaving LA. They are leaving LA because of all the things. So the LA, now there's a broad range. It goes from -1.3 to -7. There are areas of LA that are 7% in decline on the median year over year median price of a home
Yeah, that makes sense.
because there's so many people leaving and they're having so many issues.
Yeah.
So even though California had the highest
And
increase,
even so and here's the thing is, my really good girlfriend's, nephew just came into town and actually lives in the area. A lot of companies have moved out. So a lot of the employees are having to sell their house quickly and get to where those companies have moved to. They're moving to Tennessee, they're moving to a whole bunch of other different states, and those employees are actually selling their home pretty quick.
yeah,
And some are slightly a little more desperate than others.
yeah. So Chicken Face had some good guesses. New York would have been a good guess too. We'll talk about Hawaii. Hawaii. So I'm just gonna give you guys this little fact because and then we'll go on to the next one. Um, here's what I thought was crazy. Here's what I thought was crazy. There is a state that I thought was having this. Okay, first of all, let's look at Texas. Do you think Texas had a positive or negative in their median home price?
I was positive for sure.
Right? Wouldn't you think that?
Mhm.
Negative 0.2 for the whole state. Isn't that
Oh,
crazy? I know. So it's interesting. I'm not that I find that interesting too because it's like there's so many people moving to Texas, but somehow their median price is down 0.2% on homes.
okay.
I'm not sure why.
Well, it
It's just what
stays
they
status quo. I mean, they're holding their value just
exactly.
enough.
Yeah, it didn't go crazy under anything, but the whole state. So my guess is there's probably areas like I don't know, San Antonio's not a huge growth area, right? Um, there's areas that are like Austin, Texas is huge and growing. There's like pockets where there's like a lot of new construction. But again, the state is so big that it is looking at the whole state as a whole. So, okay. So let's go on to, and then I'll just give you guys some stats. Okay, let's do this. Is going to be fun. Median income. Okay. Your background in mortgage should help with this. Should help with this. But it's okay
All
if you
right.
don't get it. It's okay if you don't get it. Listen, this is just for fun. This is just for fun. We want our friends to play with
Are
us.
we
Okay.
doing our county? Are we doing city by
State.
city?
No, whole state. Whole state.
Oh, the whole state.
Whole state. Median income, I just did by the whole state because I wanted
Mm,
everybody to be able to play. And I don't know who's tuning in. So I want you to tell me what the median income of Michigan is. What do you think? And if you get it within like 5 grand, I consider that fantastic.
56,000.
Are you thinking about your loan products that you have to have certain things?
Because I know around here it's like 79, 78. Here in the Metro Detroit area, majority of our cities over here,
Now
it's
you're doing better.
79, 76, 78. But if you include the whole state,
But remember, There's not a lot of Upers. Look at the population distribution.
I
There's
know,
not
but
as
that would
many,
bring it down.
but there's not as many people in those
Ah,
areas.
true.
Detroit's got like at least a
Alright.
million. Just in Detroit, we
Okay,
got
I'll
like
say 72. I'll say 72 because if Metro Detroit area and our city, Macomb County, Oakland County, we're hovering around 78,000, 79,000 for the MAI. So I would say 72,000 if you take all that into account, would be
okay.
my guess.
I like the guess. Does anybody else want to guess? What do you think the median household income for people in the state of Michigan is? Basically, the average of if you took all the households, what do you think it is? Chicken face? Want to give me a number? Who else is still here? Wade's here. I don't know if online work from home is still here. We got a couple people. Anybody else want to throw a number out
I
there?
wish we could tap to see and call them out, like
I know, right?
voluntold.
Okay, a couple people just joined us, so we're playing a fun game. What do you think the median income for the state of Michigan is? Household income, whole state of Michigan. Wade's got 73,000. Cece said 72,000. Anybody else have a number they want that's not going online and cheating? You can't go online and look it up. Yeah, so household income. Yep. But I don't know. I mean, I'm just a single mom and I think I'm doing pretty darn good. I was happy that I was above all of this. Okay, I'm just going to give it to you guys. No one else wants to guess. It is $70,566.
Okay.
So both of you were amazing with that. Okay. Let's go to Florida. Why? Because we can, because I want to, and because it's my favorite right now.
And it's
State of
warm
Florida. I
down
want you
there
guys to
versus
keep
here.
keep thinking about this. You've got your retirees,
Mhm.
you've got your people living in $30 million mansions in Florida. Okay. And median income, now just remember, it's going to be where they report their income, right, Cece? Because if
Yes.
they're got a business, let's say they're okay. So, question.
It's taxable income.
So, if they would want to be in Florida though, because it's better. So,
Well,
actually, no.
yeah, but with
Okay.
tax returns, it's the taxable income is what is
This
considered
just
their
is me.
income.
This is just me. Yeah, median
Mhm.
income. You guys tell me what you think the median income for the state of Florida is. Michigan is 72,000. What do you think
Uh,
Florida is?
I really wish I could, like, phone a friend.
I know, but it's so much
I
fun.
never checked. I don't know anybody with the I do so many conventional and VA loans down in Florida. I don't do anything else. Like, I honestly haven't worked on an FHA deal
Listen, this is why
down in
I'm glad I'm
Florida.
asking you. I didn't want anyone to ask me. It's just fun games. You don't have to get it
Alright,
right.
let me
Whoever's online, throw out a number. What do you think the median income is in the state of Florida? Wade says 105,000. Thank you, Wade, for being brave and going first. Who else? Who else has a number?
yeah, I'll
Do,
do
do,
85.
do, 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 do. Okay, 85. Anybody
I'll
else?
do 85.
Going once? Going twice? Nobody else wants to play with this? Okay. Median income for the state of Florida is $74,777. Just under 75,000.
Alright.
They only, yeah. Now we're going to go with, now I'm helping you guys by asking you this, and you'll see why in a minute. California. I know this is tough. What is the median income for California? You gotta remember their standard of living in certain areas is super freaking high. So if you have to make a guess at it, what do you think the median income for the whole state of California averaged out? Big state.
180?
Okay, CC says 180.
Gross.
Wademan. I'm going to call you Wademan. Wademan says gross. I don't understand that comment. What's gross?
Gross because I said it so high. Like the medium area income at
Oh, okay.
180.
Okay. Wade, would you like to counter that 180?
You have
He's
to buy
good.
you would have to be able to purchase a $1.5 million house. So I almost wanna say, like, 210.
Yes, we're
What is
talking about
California?
California, Wade. Give me a number. What's the median household income for California?
I'll just stick to my 180.
Okay, Cece's at 180. Wade, what are you at? Median. Okay, Wade says 147,000 for California. Cece says 180,000. Anyone else want to throw in a guess? You can. You're gonna be surprised, guys. I was shocked by this. The median income, household income in California is $97,431.
No.
It's crazy, right?
How can they afford that
I don't
mortgage?
know. Well, because we only hear your daughter was the closest. Where it says 97,431. We only hear about LA. We only see like, $1 million listings. We don't know about, there's some really, I mean, you got Inglewood up in Florida. It's not like the whole state is balling out. So, okay, next one. New York. Actually, no, I'm not going to ask you that one. Okay, here's what we're going to do now. Now I'm going to ask you what the state is out of all 50 states. I know she's smart. All 50 states, which state has the lowest median income? Out of all 50 states, which state has the lowest?
Utah?
Okay. Do you have a reason for saying Utah?
No, the population is less, and there are a lot of farmers and
I
probably
like the rationale. Okay.
they write everything off, so, I mean,
Okay.
between the farmers and I don't know. Utah is the first one that came to mind.
Okay. It's a very good guess. Wade, do you want to take a guess or anyone else who is on with us? What state? Okay, Wade says Mississippi. Wade, you got it. It's Mississippi.
Oh,
Mississippi. Ding 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 ding. Cece has a prize for you. Just kidding. But so Mississippi, their median income is $55,287.
how much?
55,287 is the median income in the state of Mississippi.
What's Utah's?
I didn't look Utah up. I didn't know you.
Ah,
Someone else said Utah in another lot, and I was like, "Why is Utah?" I didn't even look up Utah. Honestly, I will
I
though.
was
I'll tell you
thinking like
later.
the Mormon families, and I was just thinking like,
Oh, because they're gonna have a hire though. Well,
no,
I
a
don't know.
lot of
Do those women have to work?
no,
Maybe those women get to stay home.
yeah.
Hmm. Shoot. Darn. We missed the boat on that.
I know.
Okay,
Okay,
so
go
now I'm
ahead.
going to ask you guys. Now, I will also be surprised if anyone gets this one correctly. What state has the highest household median income? Which state?
New York.
Cece says New York. Anyone else want to take a guess? Wademan? Wademan? I'm going to call you Wademan.
Yeah, I
I
would.
do that all the time. I put two words together. I don't know what that's called, but my brain does
Well,
that.
you
It
know
does
what?
it.
I would. A lot of companies run under Massachusetts too, so, yes. Mm, nope, I don't know. Just give it to us.
Do you want your final answer? Give me your final
Yeah.
answer. What is it?
Through Massachusetts.
You're right. You
Okay,
are right.
okay.
So I'm impressed. So Massachusetts, their household median income 101,855,
Okay.
and it's the highest. But here's a crazy thing. New Jersey was 101,776. So it's not even $100 difference. So actually New Jersey is just a smidge under. They're basically the
Smidge.
just
Alright.
a smidge. Yep. Maryland, you know what? I didn't even look up Maryland, but yeah, these New England states are. So here we are thinking, California, New York. So New York is
Yeah.
83,736. You were definitely in the correct region. Yeah. And because again, everyone thinks Manhattan, right? They think the city, but the whole state, you got
No,
Buffalo, New York, and the
there's a
whole
lot of
state.
commuters. That's
Yeah.
why I changed my answer from New York to Massachusetts because of the
Yep.
commuters. They
Yeah.
take the train in.
Yep. So
Mhm.
Massachusetts is the highest. Okay, so now we're going to go into population. Now, one of these is going to be so easy, you guys are going to get it. It's going to be easy. The other one may not be so easy. So I'm just going to give you some numbers. Population of Michigan. Actually, I'm not going to give it to you. What do you guys think? Give me what in the millions. Obviously, it's in the millions. How many millions? What's the population of Michigan, whole state? Give me a thought. We need music like the whole Jeopardy
I know.
in the
We should
background.
play that. Hold
Do,
on.
do, 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 do. Do, 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 do,
That's
do,
not
do. What was that
Jeopardy.
from? I know,
That's
but it was do,
not
do, do, do,
Jeopardy.
do, 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 do. But what was that game show? Do, 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 do,
I
do, do.
don't know, but that's
That
not.
just popped into my head. That's
That
more fun
sounds
than
like a Mario
did.
Kart.
No, it's not. It's not. I don't think. Does anybody know what that is? Guess what? Ali's singing.
Yeah.
All right, back
All
to the
right.
lecture at hand.
Oh, I am so bad at
Population of
this.
Michigan, guys.
Okay.
Throw it out there.
Let's
Wade says
do
2.6 million. Cece, do you have an answer for us?
13.
10
No.
million, 37,261 as of October 2024. Okay. Now, no, wait, 10.6. Now let's go to Florida. Why? Because I want to. Think about Florida and what's interesting. Ooh, I didn't help you. Okay, wait. Before I ask you about Florida. Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to go back. This whole Florida thing is what got me to find this app and what pulled me into this rabbit hole. So the guy, I mentioned it, he was talking about, are these 10 cities going to crash in 2025? And of course, it was just like a clickbait, right? Like, what? Of course, I want to know now, right? So what he did
Yeah.
was he found the 10 cities in Florida which have the highest decline in that median um, home sale price. Well, number one, so basically Florida is at 0%. It's not a negative, it's not a positive because so I'm gonna read it to you. In October 2023, their median home sale was $391,973. In October 2024, it was 392,175. So it was literally like 200 bucks higher. So that's considered zero. You can't, it's too small of a number. So it was
Mhm.
only up $200 year over year in Florida. So they're basically at a stasis. They're at zero. They're not in a like decline or going up
Okay.
in there. Okay. So the number one, what do you guys think the number one city? What's the worst city right now for the decline in the average home sale in Florida?
I would have I'm better at county, but let's go with,
Well, they take the whole city, like the whole city area.
say Fort Myers? Just throw it out there.
Fort Myers
I
is a
would
good
say,
one.
'cause I know Lee County's tough. Port St. Lucie?
Okay. Port St. Lucie's on the list. It's
Okay.
it's it's on the list. Fort Myers is number 4. They have
Ah, I knew Fort
Fort
Myers had to.
Myers has negative 4.5 to -7. And I know it has to do a lot with the hurricanes
So
too.
Cape Coral would have to be on that list too.
You know what? I don't have all 10 in front of me, but I'll tell you what's the number one. That's what I'm asking you guys. Come up with number one. What do you think
Cape
the
Co
worst one?
it's not Cape
It's
Coral?
not Cape Coral, but it might be on the list. I gotta go back and look. I don't remember. I didn't memorize all 10. I should have written them all
I
down, but I
don't know
didn't.
Panhandle cities very well.
It wasn't the Panhandle.
Oh, Fort Lauderdale?
No, but Fort Lauderdale's number 10. It was like 0.2 to like 2.5. And then all the way up the coast, it was kind of like sprinkling in and out of the negatives.
Okay, is it on the coast or is it inner?
I can't give it totally away. It's not on the coast. That's why I was
Okay,
surprised.
Kissimmee?
Yeah. Well, it's basically just south of Orlando and it's
So is it
called
Kissimmee?
Osceola or something. It's just south of
Yeah,
Orlando in that
okay.
area. I'm
Mhm.
surprised a little bit by that. I thought it would be, you'd think it would be on the coast. But so we talk about really quickly, here's a quick lesson, we'll get back into our game. We talk about how when there's some sort of a decline in an area, or when there's a disruption, it usually is an economic force. And in Florida, we all know, because of the hurricanes, insurance is killing people.
It's
So
hard.
the high rate of insurance is an economic factor that is changing the affordability of housing for people in Florida. And I think we're going to see in 2025, I think we're going to see a shift in population. It's kind of sad in a way, because there's people who I know that moved down there that are coming back here to Michigan. Um, and I think also it's going to be tough for people who have been there. The affordability factor is going to almost push them out.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, kind of like what's happening in Detroit. The sad thing is, in the city, in the downtown city, there's so many people who can't afford it right now because the pricing has gone up so high. And that was like their home. And so a lot of people are being pushed out just because they're going out to the suburbs or whatever, outskirts, because they can't live right there in the city anymore. Because again, I just said the pricing is up 19% in some areas of Detroit housing. So same, yeah. So Florida, so it's kind of sad in a way, but
okay.
yeah. So that's what's going on in Florida. So I said all that to you to go back to this now. This is going to boggle your mind. But what's the population of Florida? So here we're hearing like there's a negative decline in
So
median.
that's going to be challenging because there's a lot of people in Florida. However, they're snowbirds. So, or are they not? Are we talking about
So yeah,
principal
if they own a
residents?
home, if they own a home, I think they're count. How do they do
That's what
that?
I need to know. I need to know
So
that.
no, it wouldn't be homestead then, because you can't get counted twice in a census. So it would
You
be
can't.
homestead. It'd be homesteaded then. These are going to be homestead people who actually live there. Well, they live there. They chose Florida to be their homestead. Don't forget, there's a lot of benefits to that. They chose
Okay,
Florida to
so
be their homestead.
7 million? That would be homestead.
Girl, it's way more than Michigan, I'll tell you that.
Oh,
Anybody that's
okay.
on, what do you think, how many millions the population of the whole state of Florida is? I just went through and gave you a little economic lesson on how they're got a bunch of
So
cities in decline
we're
with
we're
their
close to
median
like
pricing.
18, 20 million. That's homesteaded?
I'm just asking for your,
All right,
what do you think population is?
21.
Wade, you win. 22 million,
I said
22
21.
million 610,726. Did you go online, Wade? I hope that you didn't go
We both
online.
answered at the exact same time, but I think he rang in faster than me.
He did. He beat you.
Oh,
Okay,
by
Wade
like a
wins again. Wade's gonna
millisecond.
need a prize. Wade's gonna need a prize. I'm just saying, Wade's gonna get a prize. We'll have to figure out what it is. Wade's definitely getting a prize. See, it pays to come on and interact with Holly and Cece. It's fun. Okay, here's my question for you guys. Which state has the highest population? Come shovel the driveway. Cece's gonna fulfill that for you
That's not
because she
happening.
lost to you. How about
No,
we just send someone
no.
to come do
I
it?
live in a condo. I get my stuff
How
shoveled
about we just
for
send someone to
me.
come do it for
Yeah,
them? There you go.
I get my stuff done for me. I just no.
I love that. I have a guy that
I'm
shovels
too
mine
much
too.
no, no, city girl. Look at my nails. Like they're so pretty.
They look beautiful. I got
They're
mine done
so
too. Mine are
pretty.
sparkly black.
Does
All
that
right,
mean I
state with
can't
the
just
highest
now?
population.
Okay.
Back on track. Anybody can
Um
answer. Just type it in the chat. I see some new people coming on. Welcome.
so what's the
Like
question
us,
again?
tap the bell,
Throw
and now we're
throw it
asking
out there.
questions. Throw it out there, guys. What is
No,
the state
tell
that
me
has the
the
highest
question.
population? This isn't that hard. I feel like this one's not hard.
New York.
Okay, Cece's got New York. Anybody else want to answer? State with the highest population. Wade's got another one, Texas. You're both wrong, but very good guesses. Very educated guesses, I feel like. Anybody else? State with the highest population. Anyone else want to answer? Going once, going twice. Guys, it's California.
Oh,
Didn't we talk about how California had the highest increase in the median, even though LA had all the decrease? I
oh,
set you guys up. That's okay. You got
okay.
22 million and 21. You're fine. Okay.
Okay.
So California wins for the most. Now, obviously, you know the question I'm going to ask you next. Which state has the lowest population out of all 50 states? Lowest population,
Alaska.
least amount of people. Cece says
Alaska.
Alaska. Wade, anybody want to take a guess? One of the 50 states?
Hmm.
Wade, do you want to answer? He's taking a call. Somebody else more important is calling and asking. Wade doesn't want to play. Okay. All right. The state, the dog just puked. Oh, God, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Which state has the lowest population? We said California is the highest. Which state has the lowest? Cece guessed. What'd you say again?
Alaska.
Cece guessed Alaska. Out of all 50 states, who has the lowest population? There's a delay in your answers. I know. I think that's the whole
Well, it
YouTube.
means he didn't win. So did I win?
Okay, so Montana, that's
Oh.
another good one. You both did not win. The answer is Wyoming.
What?
Wyoming has a population. Montana's a really good guess. I probably would have thought of that too, or Dakota or something. Wyoming has a population of 584,057 people, making it the lowest populated state.
Oh.
Speaking of Alaska and Hawaii, though, Alaska had a 1.5% increase in their median year over year household price, and Hawaii had a 1.7% increase. So they're both doing well. Okay. Let me see if I have any other. That's it. Those are all of my questions. Well, I could
I
ask you
wish
this.
I had questions. We're
I
gonna have to do a
know.
Holly series.
I know you're gonna put me in the hot seat. Let me see if there's anything. Okay, so I want to just tell you guys. So with Louisiana, we said they had the negative 1.8. They're the declining medium price point. Their inventory, as of again, this was at the end of October 2024, was only 15,863 homes for sale in the whole state. So it also gives us inventory. So like we can look and see how many homes are for sale in an area, but it's not in
Okay.
real time. So it's again, it's that data was going through October of 2024. But still, if you're looking to relocate and you're looking at like which areas are having growth and which areas aren't and what the population, I mean, it's just a really cool. I just think I'm excited about it. Oh, and California again had the highest increase and everything. Um, California currently, as of October, 60,379 listings. So so when you're looking at the disparity between the lowest and the highest on the median pricing, 60,300 and 15,800. I would expect California to have some more listings. So that's the thing about California. Even though that pricing is going up, I feel like that's low for California for listings.
Well,
It's
I
got to
would
be
think
low
that they
for the
would
whole
have
state.
high listings because a lot of the people are leaving. Not a lot,
Yeah.
but there is a flight
They're
happening.
they're leaving
A little
LA.
bit of
They've got yeah, they're LA's if I should have looked up the population on LA because if I would have it didn't have like a comparison on population, but I know it's changing. I know it's changing because there's
mhm.
so many people that left LA and went to Texas and they went to Arizona. I don't know if there's another place too. Maybe Seattle. I don't know if they went to Seattle. Not Seattle. What was it? What's that city? No, I can't think of it now. Anyways, yeah. So it's just interesting. We're going into 2025. Cece, I did a lot of talking. Oh, so wait, ask the question. I do not know what the ball on the top of the flagpole is. The maypole is a pole. I don't know it's a name of a pole is a maypole. I don't know what that ball is called.
Mm.
Ball on top of a flagpole. Oh, the ball on top of a flagpole?
Yeah, yeah, that I
I
have
thought it
no
was like
idea.
an eagle or something on top.
Not all of them.
Okay.
Not all of them have
I don't
that.
know. It's not a finial. I'm not gonna call it a finial. I don't know, Wade. What is it? Cece, do
Oh,
you know?
I don't, but it made me think, what is it called? I just had this conversation, and I know you know the answer. when we walked into that,
It's called the truck. Okay.
okay, um,
I would have never gotten that.
well, no. So when we walked into that last one of the last 2, new builds that
Yeah.
had that ceiling, the pan ceiling that was outlined.
Mm.
What is
Coffered.
that?
Coffered.
Coffer
Coffered
coffered.
ceiling.
How do
I
you
love coffered
coffered?
ceilings. Mhm. Love it. And
Okay.
there's so many beautiful patterns you can do and just
So I
so
was
cool.
just having a conversation with somebody. Wait, what?
So what's gonna happen in our video, because no one else is gonna see that, it's just gonna look like you
Oh,
like have a delay.
okay.
All these
Sorry.
comments go
Sorry,
away when we
everybody.
post this.
Sorry.
Yeah, this
See,
is
that's why you
we're
need to be
live
on
right now. So
live
this is
with
not
us.
just a video. I want to point that out because when it posts as a video and they don't know that we were live. They should.
Okay, so we're live and the comment below. Got it. So you see my delay. That means you just have to come on live and see
Yeah.
your stuff.
And so you can see what's going on. So you're missing so much.
Yes, with my cough. No, because I was just having a conversation and I knew you knew that and it wasn't coming to mind because I always called them a pan ceiling or recessed
So
pan
recess and
ceiling.
pan is that similar. Recess is just when it goes up a step. Some people call it stepped ceiling too. Like, and you have like
Hmm.
that recess where you have like a section that's just like recessed basically into the ceiling, and it looks like a pan. And sometimes they'll go up a little on the side to it. Another reason why they do pan. But yeah, I love architectural nuances with
So what
homes.
was mine in my old house? Because I had two.
I think it was just recessed in the great room, recessed ceiling.
Yeah,
It was just recessed,
but
right? It
there
just
was
had like
two
one
levels.
box, right? Some people call it boxed, well, box lights. Like if you
I
have
had two
lighting.
levels. I had the
Oh, you had
ceiling.
two.
It box.
So
I had two
sometimes you can say
pans.
box ceiling. You would just say recessed ceilings. Some people call it
Okay.
stepped ceiling because if there's two, it looks like steps. There's probably a better term for it right now that's escaping me, but yeah, I love all of that. And like luxury, when you're working luxury, you have to learn so much because the clients are, they're coming in with that like background and they know it and they want to be wowed with what's going on. And you need to know the difference between granite and quartz. You need to know
Okay.
what a waterfall counter is, which basically just goes over the
Oh,
edge all the way down. And
so
yeah,
beautiful.
like there's a lot to it.
So beautiful.
And like just different terms like what an English tutor is, what a tutor home is, what a craftsman home is, just you know terms, and mid-century modern, there's like a lot of really cool architecture terms, and people, that's what I love about real estate. I just love the eclectic nature of real estate and how there's so many different options and different people and different everybody likes something different, so it's fun. If you always go into the same house, it'd be boring. I love showing houses that are just different. But so I had a question for you because I feel like I need a break for a second with my voice. We had a lot of fun talking about like the whole country and all these things. But I'd love to hear from you what you see in the market because we talked a lot about what we thought was going to happen. We talked about people waiting for the election. So here we are, mid December ish, not quite mid December, but we're like, what is it, the 10th
Mhm.
today? Say the
It
10th.
is.
Okay. So we're like a third of the way through December. I would love to hear what your thoughts are, what you're seeing in mortgage with
Well,
people and
it's
buyers and how they're feeling about the market.
now there's a lot of more comfortable a lot of comfortableness happening right
Hmm.
now. Just this weekend alone, there's a lot of spike. A lot of my coworkers, we worked a lot this weekend. There's a lot of pre-approvals. A lot of people are out. Some of the homes hit the market, and I had 3 offers go out. 2 were accepted, 1 was not, and then 2 additional pre-approvals have come through just, like, within all on Sunday.
Was it a
which is
multiple offer situation, the one that didn't get accepted? Do you know?
yes.
So that says a lot. So we're seeing multiple offers.
And my client went over maybe $8,000 went over asking
What did we
and did
say was
not
going to
win it.
happen? We said at least 10 grand if we get into this
Yep.
season of multiple offers, people who are waiting. I have a listing right now that's under contract. The week of Thanksgiving, which is usually a dead week. That's why you never listen and you just do what you got to do. And you real estate always happens. Week of Thanksgiving, only 3 showings, which I was happy for the week of Thanksgiving. But out of 3 showings, we got 2 offers. And so it was a multiple offer situation. And my client's under contract for over ask. And Wade, you'll be happy to know it's a VA buyer. So we're excited about that. So over ask. So we went, we got 3 showings, multiple offers, and we're under contract over ask. So, and that was end of November. So I think
So
we're
what's
seeing what we said is starting to
yes,
happen.
I
It's
have a
coming.
few individuals who were holding out for the refinance that have come back. I had a conversation with them yesterday. The rates are healing. They're decreasing, not a big drop, but they are
Right.
decreasing. So that conversation is now being had and they're comfortable and we're pulling the triggers, which is nice. So a
Hmm.
lot of my everybody was in the office yesterday. Everybody. It was loud, chaotic because it was just good to see a lot of people becoming comfortable of what's happening. Gas prices are decreasing.
Under three
Um,
dollars.
I
Isn't
know,
it
I just
crazy?
filled up for 2 what was it, like, 260 something.
That's, ooh, you got to send me that. I didn't
I
know that.
know.
Where's that at?
My Marathon, my favorite it's the only gas
Okay.
station I go to,
Okay.
uh, between 23 and 24 on Van Dyke.
Nice. Okay, good
Yeah.
to know. That's awesome.
Yeah, they always have the cheapest. They
Yeah.
even beat Costco at times.
Oh, wow. Wade's
Yes.
got 299. Yeah, so you're in Upper Michigan. But still, anything under $3 is exciting. But
Yeah, so
so
we
we
see
talked
the
about
healing.
this. Yeah,
Yeah, so we're seeing the economic healing just a little bit. It's just starting, which is nice. And what we discussed earlier for everybody who's watching is we had a huge conversation about our clients wanting to wait until after the election and what
mhm,
that looked like.
right.
That was a time to buy.
Yep.
There was no multiple offers.
Right.
Everybody was on the fence waiting to see what was going to happen with
Hmm.
this election. And my opinion is don't let someone else dictate what you wanna do. Don't let it
Right.
an election. Don't let that happen. Now, if you honestly can't afford the home, that's a completely different discussion.
Yes, then you need to wait. Yeah.
Yes, but for me, I thought October was a fantastic time to purchase a home. Right
Mhm.
now is fantastic. Even though we're starting to heal, a lot of people are done. They've tapped out. Where's that easy button? Tapped out. Thanksgiving, Christmas is coming up,
Christmas,
New
New
Year's.
Year's.
Everybody's focusing on getting the
Yep.
last minute Christmas shopping in.
Yep.
They've tapped out. The tree behind you, bare because there's no presents under it. Wait, wait, I don't know if you can see.
You see my tree? See my tree?
There's
That's my
no
chair.
presents yet.
Oh, I didn't put my present. I wrapped everything that that I've already gotten. I've wrapped it all. I am on it. I am on it this year. Anyway, it comes through the door. I wrap it. I'm excited
I
about that.
haven't.
And I have a
Oh, I'm
couple things left
such
coming, and I have to just go out and buy a couple more things, but I'm almost done.
yeah.
But yeah. So wait,
Yeah,
really
you're
quickly
up.
though, before I forget,
Yeah.
we do want to let people know the feds are meeting 17th and 18th to discuss the next rate decrease because the jobs report came back and it wasn't totally bad, but it wasn't too good to where they were not gonna. So they're talking about a 25 basis point for the Fed rate, which we know hits our HELOCs, our credit card interest, percentages will go down. Do you think they'll actually touch maybe the mortgage interest?
The
Should
10
we
year
be like holding out like this?
yeah, the 10-year, 10-year yeah, it's we're healing. We're in the healing factor. It will start it's still gonna keep decreasing a little bit, but then there's conversations right now. from quite a few economists that we watch and listen are saying that rates actually are going to tick back up a little bit.
Okay. I wouldn't be
So right
surprised.
now, oh, we lost Holly. I don't know if you lost me. Just in case you did not lose me, yes, I do believe that hopefully everything stays steady. We hear reports that rates are going to go up, but for the right now, we're feeling a little bit of the healing. Oh, I'm here. I just happen to be by myself. So, and I know we hit the 50-minute mark and it's actually almost time to wrap up. Oh, you there?
Back. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry about
I
that.
was just gonna wrap it up because
You were
we hit
doing
the
so well.
50.
No, no, no. Keep going. You're doing so
We,
well. I could hear everything you were saying.
okay, well, we hit the 15-minute mark and my legs are crisscross applesauce in such a comfortable
I
position.
can't believe we've been on that long. I love it. It was a
Yes,
fun game. I like the
yes,
interactive thing. We should always
yes.
do like something fun and interactive with people.
Hmm.
But we need you guys to play along. So we'll do that. Wade,
Well,
you did a
I'll have
great
to
job.
quiz you.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah, well, I'll have to come up with some quizzes for you next
Okay.
Tuesday. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll do, mhm, mhm.
All right, good. And
And
then
then
we'll
we're
talk
off
about what happens with the rate.
for
If the
2
rate,
weeks.
well, no, they're meeting Tuesday or Wednesday, so we won't know by Tuesday night if anything's happening.
Mm.
It'll be the
Well,
following.
yeah, so, um, maybe we should come on not next Tuesday. What if we come on Wednesday instead?
I have a hard time with Wednesday. I have
I
everybody
know,
here.
so do I, so do I.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. But
Yeah.
after next week, we will,
Detroit question. See how well we know our city. That's a good. Honestly, I might fail some of that. Embarrassingly enough, I was supposed to show. I have four. I have a client going to see four houses in Detroit tomorrow, guys. Well, I have the cup though. I was supposed to show four houses in Detroit tomorrow, but my daughter called and said, "Mom, can you come to New York City with me?" Because she has an event to go to. So I was like, "Yes." So I have another agent showing the houses tomorrow, which is darn it, because I was excited to get out into the city and start showing some houses, but so she's gonna go with someone else. I'll be there in spirit.
well, I'll come up with some questions for you. And then
Okay.
after that, the next 2 weeks, we have Christmas and New Year's. So we won't be live unless we change the day. So
Yeah,
we have
because
to
it's the
discuss that.
24th.
Mhm.
Oh, and
And
it's New Year's Day.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll be traveling both Tuesdays.
Okay.
I'll be in Florida for the first Tuesday. I
Yay.
know. I'm going to Florida for Christmas to see my mama.
I love it. All
Yeah.
right. Well,
In
then
Fort Myers.
next week we'll be able to give out whatever our schedule's going to be then. We'll figure that
Yeah.
out. Sound like a
Mhm.
plan?
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, so
All right. Cheers.
if you're on here, cheers. If you
Yes.
are tuning in now, if you are watching the replay, please tap the bell for notifications so that you'll know when we go live, just in case we have to change. And like the channel and follow. And as always, send questions, anything real estate or mortgage or finance that has to do with real estate that we can answer. We would love to answer. And everybody just have an amazingly blessed week. And
Yeah.
we'll see you next Tuesday at 6:30.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Cece.